JavaScript comparison is actually a way to compare two values together to return a boolean. Okay, so when I say returns a boolean, I mean it's actually going to return a data type of boolean which is actually a true or a false. Okay, so let's say we have let s equal to 5 as a number, and then we're gonna do something as console.log sorry, it should be console, and console.log, and I'm gonna say s greater than 6. Okay, so this is basically comparison, and comparison operators are more like we have greater than sign, we have less than, we have double equal to, okay, something like that. And we are starting up with this greater than, which we all know, and this basically gonna say console.log x greater than 6. Okay, so trying to actually read meaning into what I have just written here is actually asking the console, is x greater than 6? So what the console gonna what the JavaScript program is gonna do is that it's gonna check what the value of x is. Okay, my x is actually 5. All right, so it's gonna check is x, which is 5, greater than 6. All right, so if it's actually greater than 6, it's gonna return for me true, but if it's not greater than 6, it's gonna return for me false. Okay, so let's see how we can go about that now. When I just write this and then go ahead and play it out, you can see it's gonna return false for me. Yeah, it's returning false because basically x, which is 5, is actually less than 6. Okay, but then when I say x less than 5, less than 6 rather, and clear this console here and do this, it's actually gonna return true because basically we know that x is 5 and it's actually less than what? 6. Okay, so what about saying x greater than or equal to? Okay, this is basically how you can write greater than or equal to. All right, so when you say x greater than or equal to 6. Okay, so I have to zoom in so that we can see it clearly. S greater than or equal to 6. Okay, this actually means is x greater than 6. If it's not greater than 6, check if it is equal to 6. Okay, so I think both conditions are not met. Okay, so basically this is gonna be a false. So and yeah, the same thing applies to less than and equal to. Okay, so what about when we say there is also a way to compare, and that is actually double equal to. Okay, we have double equal to and triple equal to. Let's start up with double equal to. Let's say we have x at 5, and this 5 is actually a string. Okay, and then we are saying x double equal to 5. Okay, so this should return true if my x is equal to 5. Okay, so remember I am using one equal sign here, meaning that I am saying we are assigning 5 to x. Okay, but here we are comparing 5 to s. Okay, to check if 5 is equal to, that is equal to x. Okay, but here we were assigning 5 to x. Okay, so basically if our x is equal to 5, that's if the value of s is actually equal to 5, okay, it's gonna return true. If not, it's not gonna return true. Okay, so let's just say go ahead and do this. As you can see, it returns true. Okay, because the value of x is actually 5, and the value of the comparison value here is actually what? 5. Okay, so but we gotta do something else. When we say you can equally say x not equal to. Okay, this is basically how you can go about it when you want to say not equal to. So this means x not equal to 5 is gonna return what? It's gonna return a false. Okay, because x is actually equal to 5, but we are saying x is not equal to 5, which is actually false. Okay, so this is what we have here. All right, so remember that x equal to 5 gave us a true. Okay, as you can see, it gave us a true here, but x not equal to 5 will give us what? A false. Okay, so let's say we have, remember this is actually a data type of string, and then this is actually a data type of number, and it's returning true. Okay, now let's say let's say we have double triple equal to right now, and then when we had double equal to, it returned true. Okay, but now we're gonna have triple equal to. What is it gonna return for us? It's gonna return false for us. But the question is why? Okay, now it's returning false because when you come to double equal to, okay, I've removed the one equal sign. I'm doing double equal to now, and I do this. When it comes to double equal to, the program goes ahead to check for the value and not the data type. The value of this s is 5, and what you are comparing with it is actually 5. Okay, so it will stop there. It will not proceed to the data type. But when you move to triple equal to, that is actually a strict way to compare values. Okay, that's actually a strict way to compare values. So you gotta say it's gonna check for the value first, and the value is actually true. But then it goes ahead, because of the triple equal to, it goes ahead to check whether the data type are actually the same. So if the data type are not eventually the same, it will go ahead and return what? False. But if they are the same, it will go ahead and return true. Alright, so that's basically what I want you guys to understand when it comes to JavaScript comparison, and I hope you understood it and enjoyed it. Okay, so in case there is any question, do comment in the comment box, and also go ahead and watch this over and over again so that it can sink in you, and you can have proper understanding to it. All right, thank you so much.